Hello everybody, this is Fred Quinones from qtheexperts at eXp Realty. Did you know that a net sheet is a very important part of a listing appointment? If you're a client or you're out looking to sell your home and you want to vet out a realtor, we always recommend that you vet out a couple. But of course, hopefully at the end, you always pick me and Nicole. And you're going through the presentation, a net sheet is pivotal for you in this process. And what does a net sheet do for you? A net sheet ultimately gives you the answer in an approximation or an estimate of what you may end up taking home when you're done with the transaction of the sale. So a net sheet is really important for you. And if you're ever in an appointment and you kind of feel that you're not getting the answer, you need to make sure that you have that. And what does that net sheet provide? The net sheet provides, after you've done and gone through in your listing appointment with the realtor that you're talking to, which of course should be us, a CMA. And the CMA actually, like I said in other videos past that you can watch, goes over a comparative of your house compared to other homes that have sold in the market or that are active right now in the market to give you an estimated price of what your house is worth. So once you've established what the list price of your house will be, there's various charges and things that are needed to be considered to get you to your final amount of cash in hand. So what is that? First, you start with the list price, right? As we discussed a second ago. Secondly, if you have a mortgage, you're going to need to satisfy that mortgage in order to have the remaining balance left. So, if you have, let's say, a $400,000 house and you have $100,000 left on a mortgage, you would have to pay that $100,000 from the $400,000 in order to actually, satisfy the full transaction and satisfy your mortgage so that you can walk away scot-free. So there's closing costs that are involved for a seller. So closing costs, first and foremost, a lot of sellers want to know what are the commissions. And a lot of people don't know this, especially buyers, but we're talking about sellers right now. But the seller, when dealing with a realtor like myself, have to pay the commissions to the broker. And then the broker then pays us, the realtor, for the services that we provided. So let's say we have this example of a $400,000 house that's sold, right? You have to negotiate with your realtor, for example, us, what is the suitable commission percentage that you would like to accept us, the brokerage, and the realtor to do the services for you. And within those services, there's a lot that goes on as realtors that we do for it. There's marketing, there's showing homes, there's talking to the other buying agents, there's negotiating for you, there's ensuring that everything follows the letter of the law, and there's a multitude of other things, promoting and posting things on social media. So there's a lot of work that goes on, professional photos, videos, open houses, you name it, right? So that is a negotiated percentage of the value. So let's say, for example, you have a $400,000 house that you came up with the list price, and let's say, for argument's sake, you're at a 6% commission. So you would take $400,000 of the value of the house times the commission, and that would be the commission that needs to be paid by you, the seller, in order to sell your house. So with that being said, now that commission is generally split in two. What ends up happening is that the listing agent, which would be the one who's representing you to help you sell the home, gets a portion of that commission that you're going to pay. And it's generally split half and half, but depending upon the negotiation, it could be different. But the buying agent, the agent who brings a buyer to the table, also gets a portion of that commission paid to them by you, the seller. So the seller generally pays all the commission on the sale of a home. There are instances where things can be done a little bit differently, but that's the general gist of what happens. Okay, and then after that, there's an owner's title policy that needs to be paid, and these are general assumed charges that always come with the sale of a house. You can't really get away from that. Owner's title policy. There's searching fees to make sure that the titles are clear, and closing fees as well. And those are all general things that end up happening when you're closing a home. As well, there's documentary stamp taxes, there's recording fees, and there's any interests that are included with the particular loan that you may have. Lastly, what you do need to do is prorate your portion of your taxes for the year, right, as the seller. So all these things come up, and it's generally what ends up happening is that us, the list agent, should provide you a detailed document that will outline in detail all of the charges that are necessary for you to end up getting to your final number of what you're going to have in an approximation when the deal is done. And that will allow you to understand whether this is the right time for you to list your home, whether you feel that the price needs to be adjusted. If after this you feel like you want to be a little more aggressive and lower the price or increase the price based on the market conditions, that'll be a conversation with us, your realtor, and you, the seller, right? But at the end of the day, this document should be provided to you so that you have all the information necessary for you to be comfortable with the decision of listing your home on the market. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about what your home value will be and how much money you will end up approximately when you're done with the transaction, by all means, you can reach out to me, Fred Quinones, or Nicole Quinones at qtheexperts at eXp Realty. We're always here and very honored and happy to answer any questions that you may have about all your real estate needs. So from me and Nicole, we hope you have a wonderful day, and I know we will be talking to you soon. Have a great day.